Describe your personality with one word.
Um, Man, I would have to say exciting.
All right. Meet aliens or speak to ghosts.
Meet aliens.
All right. What's your current age?
I am 42.
All right. Right now, as of today, what are you top 1,000 at in the world?
Basketball training, for sure.
The top 0.00001%. Yeah, I agree. Pullover hoodie or zip up hoodie?
Pull over.
Tequila or whiskey?
Tequila.
All right. And then last one, increase creativity or increase intellect?
I like to create, increase my intellect.
Intellect.
Yeah, that's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah, no, cool, cool. Now I know we talked about like the training and everything and stuff, but I mean you've been doing it for a little over 20, what, 20, how many, 20 plus years? It's
20
been
plus years of basketball training, man.
yeah, man. Like what was that? Was that always like the plan, or was that something when you got done playing, you was like, this is what I know, so I can just make some money right now? Or like how did you get into it and what made it like stick?
Honestly, man, I've been working with kids forever. I used to work basketball camps where I'd be in charge of stations, creating my own workouts since high school. Really, the plan, like I went to school to be a teacher and a coach, and that's kind of what I started doing. But I was really more intrigued with helping kids get better individually.
Yeah.
To be real, my first like private client was a kid getting ready to go play college basketball. It
Mm.
was Kevin Ransom Jr. I don't know if you remember him. Like he's
I
from
remember the
Atlanta.
name, yeah.
So like he was getting ready to go play at Johnson, and I helped him out. And then his dad was like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you more people," and it just kind of took off from there.
How
So
old were you then? Y'all about the same age, weren't you?
man, like, nah, I'm older than him. I was in my 20s for sure,
Oh, okay.
but I'm older than him. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
No, that's good. No, and with that, like, was it like a I can do this type of thing, or I like doing this, or was it more so like when a dad was like, I'm gonna give you some more clients, just like, well, shoot, I can do something with it.
That's kind of where it was. I never thought about actually having a business out of it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it was just kind of money on the side. Eventually, like my clientele grew like crazy. Like it just started growing, and I was actually teaching when it started growing. And then I just kind of told my wife like I can do this.
yeah.
My wife being a supportive wife, and she's a CPA. She kind of got my paperwork drawn up to get my business license. All the above. She came home and
I,
she was like, "You're
you
official."
had all the hard part done, that's the
Man,
hard
what?
part.
I got a cheat code. I got an accountant for a wife, so I don't have to. She owns her own firm, so I don't have to worry about all that stuff.
Yeah,
But like, she got me set up, and everything was straight. And I was like kind of part time doing it plus teaching, and then eventually went full time back in 2015, like as a whole business.
yeah. Was that scary for you, or was it something like
Of
you was like,
course
it's
it was.
time?
It was. I still had like a little night job where I took care of people with mental disabilities.
Yeah,
So I still had income coming in, but it was like a night shift job. It wasn't a tough job. So I wasn't missing any hours of training at all.
yeah,
Um, but it wasn't one of those things where I felt like it was tough. It was just one of those things where I was like, I gotta do it. And
yeah,
when you're a parent, you're a husband, you don't think about things being hard. You just do it because you got people depending on you.
yeah.
So I think that was the thing that kind of helped me continue to grow it.
No, that's what's that having your kids play a factor in that? Like you get more time to train with them, or you was gonna train them regardless, like, or kind of made that transition easier when you was in 2015. Because what
Well,
your youngest was what, 8, and when Jalen was around what, 12 or something, 13.
Jalen, Jalen probably like 12, 13. Yep. It's about, yeah.
Yeah,
So like my kids started off soccer players, to be honest, like
mm,
fire soccer players too.
yeah.
So, I
That
was
footwork,
training
that
them.
footwork.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like the training itself was something that uh I was doing with them kind of already, but it wasn't like the plan is for y'all to be college athletes.
Yeah,
Like the plan was more of like, yo, like I'm gonna train y'all because I do it, and if you get better, great. But then they just kind of fell in love with the game. Like I didn't
yeah,
force I didn't force anything on them whatsoever. So they just kind of fell in love, and then that basketball was their sport.
Yeah.
So it worked out because it was a big family thing. Like my wife played college ball. My wife to this day still works out in my classes. 47 years old. She's in my classes like, ugh, ugh.
I be seeing some of the drills y'all
Yeah,
be doing. I be seeing they
jumpers and
be binding a
everything,
little
bro.
pad up going in for the switching with the left and everything.
Yeah, so it's dope because like my business has actually been family time. So I
Yeah.
haven't really, it's taken some time away from things, but for the most part, a lot of times all four of us are in there.
Nah, that's what's up. That's a blessing too at the same time.
So it is definitely.
And now I get with that, like over the years, I know you like you said you started out, you've been doing it since like even when you was in high school, even like now. Like what's something that you was hard set on, early off starting off training, and now you kind of like, yeah, I don't need that, or you kind of let it go, or you kind of change your philosophy on that.
So something that I started off that I might have let go. Um, I just think, more of I would say, yeah, just more philosophies and the way I kind of conduct my training sessions. So like one thing that I did, like I used to start off, I was all skills the whole entire time and from the starting to the ending. And then I started realizing the kids were really good skill wise, but couldn't hoop whatsoever. So I was like, yo, y'all need to go play pickup. Like, y'all need to find times to play outside of like your little practices and whatever you have to do. But I was realizing a lot of kids didn't really understand how to create that environment. Like,
Yeah,
and it's crazy to say that. Like, you can hit your friends and say, "Hey, let's go to the mall. Let's go." You
yeah,
know,
just
play.
whatever. Like,
Yeah, but like, hit your homies and say, "Hey, let's go hoop." So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna incorporate that into my sessions. So what I do is like we'll train for, depending on like the type of skill we're doing and how well it's going, we'll train for about 45 minutes and then we'll play for like 15. Now I
yeah,
have some days where it's like we're more heavier on play than we are actually. And it's when we're doing 3-on-3s and I'm stopping and I'm coaching. I'm telling them the skill that we learned where they could have applied it, spacing. So I'm like, I'm doing all the above now instead of just, this is how to make your crossover better or this is how to make your shot better. So
yeah.
I think that's one thing that I changed. It's really helped the players around here.
So is that I guess are most of your sessions like in a group base? Because I mean, you wouldn't be able to do that if you was doing one on one, but one on one, you probably have to have like probably a higher end client to make it worthwhile, the time because you get more bang for your buck with a group versus one.
So how I do it is I make it mandatory that I see people in groups before I even do a one on one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because a lot of times parents feel like one on ones are gonna address some problems that really they don't. So
Yeah.
if like I had a parent like I need a one on one, I'm like, what's up? They're like, yo, like my kid, like in the driveway, he's like knocking down shots like crazy. Like we're at the gym, we're shooting, I'm rebounding, but in a game he can't make one. So I need you to do a one on one with him. I was like, the problem is not him being by himself.
Yeah.
The problem is when he's playing and he's moving and he has to find rhythm while coming off a screen, or he has to find rhythm while he's coming off a jumper while somebody's giving him some type of interference or distraction. So the one on
Yeah.
one is not a problem. That's not going to help him in his game situation. So I have to educate a lot of parents on that. So like I'm really heavy on groups. I kind of teach it because I was a teacher. I tell them
Yeah.
it's like school. Like in school, everybody learns the same lesson. But if you struggle with a certain part of the lesson, you go get a tutor.
Yeah.
So the tutoring is the one on one. You know what I mean? The main bulk of it is the training, and of course, like you said, it's more money made in the groups than it is. But a lot of times I feel like the energy is better in the
No, it
group.
definitely is because you
Yeah,
you, you can kind of pull that competitiveness out of them, or
for sure.
somebody see somebody else doing something like, all right, I know I can't mess up, or maybe they had a question, they see somebody else do it, like, oh shoot, I was thinking about that totally wrong. Now I know,
Right.
just all those different elements that go in
And
with
then
it.
some kids can learn from other kids.
Yeah,
Like, within conversation line, I've seen a kid help someone.
yeah, they might
Like,
explain it better than you, or just a different way that resonate
right.
with the other person.
And then sometimes not only that, just remember you're big into weightlifting at some
Yeah,
point. You know what I mean? Like think about it how it was when you was hitting that rep by yourself versus you had your homeboy slapping you like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
it's different when you have someone there with you because it's like you got somebody going through the same struggles as you, and it's not as hard. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
mentally.
No,
So
I get with that with the mental part, like and tying in with like the group training. We used to always call it when we had like the athlete who was coaching like the softball team or even football. It's like we got we got zoo animals, but then when you get in the wild, you know what I'm saying, you kind of cower away because everything was
yeah,
kind of like in a controlled environment. You know what I'm
right.
saying? A lion, you in a controlled environment in the zoo. We put you in the wild, you know what I'm saying? Now you the cowardly lion. You going to the odds to try to find a heart or something. You know,
Yeah.
like it kind of plays into that. And in football, we say, man, look like Tarzan, but play like Jane. You know, they come out.
I like that. I like that for sure. I'm
Come
stealing
out
that
all
like I
dripped
made it
up,
up
be
when I go to my
swole,
next
and
session.
practice warriors, all stars get into the game, they completely go away. But a lot of it, we found it was more like mental, like mentality. Like they just didn't have the when things wasn't controlled or they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, in their own environment, they ain't know how to react. They ain't know how to respond. Like that. Do you do any like mental work with them? Like
I mean,
mentality
it's
stuff?
as much as I can possible. Like, for the most part, I could do that more in a one-on-one when I'm working with someone, just kind of helping them, think through or, feel through certain
Yeah.
situations. Because, kids these days, like a lot of times, which I feel like they struggle with adversity because everything is so easy. Like life is easy.
Yeah.
You can just ask your phone to search something for you and it happens. Like everything is so immediate. So they feel like their whole journey should be immediate. And that's why I love the whole, the whole college championship football game just happened. You got a dude
Yeah.
who wasn't recruited, was a two-star, that was turned away, went somewhere, then became Heisman and came back home and won the championship. Like those are the type of stories that have to be broadcasted more because I think kids feel like things just happen. Like everything's gonna go the way you plan it. And then when it doesn't, a lot of them, man, I see a lot of kids just quit. Like
Yeah.
a lot of kids quit or switching teams like crazy. And I always was a friend would always say to me, like, man, I tell people, wherever you go, there you are. Like
Mm.
you don't change because you
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what
you
I'm saying?
still you, the same
You
person
still
that picked up
you.
and
So you
left.
need to fix you, not the area.
Yeah.
Uh so is that mental part is something that I definitely do work on, but it's tougher because I feel like kids aren't as tough.
Yeah. No,
So
definitely. I mean, like you said, it's everything's so immediate access, instantaneous, right then and there.
yeah,
That
man.
anytime they gotta wait, even my kid, like they be mad when the commercials come on. They don't even really know what commercials
Right.
are. You know what I'm saying? Because of streaming and all the
Yeah.
different stuff, or like Netflix, they drop all the episodes at one time, but HBO Max or any
Bro.
other show, they do it by week. You gotta wait a whole week. They're like, oh, they dying.
That's what I'm telling you. I told you y'all didn't grow up in that phase or grow up in a phase where you had to wait for that album to drop and you have to go to the
Yeah,
store and go buy it and like you had to be more patient. And I think
yeah,
everything now takes away from patience.
no,
And
it
that's
does,
what we
yeah,
lack. And the patience is I think sometimes is more important than the toughness.
oh
Because
yeah,
sometimes if you are patient and you understand that things are a process and it's hard and it's tough, then sometimes you can kind of endure it a lot more instead of you thinking it's supposed to be like, oh, I took 3 sessions. I'm supposed to start on my basketball team.
yeah.
Yeah, because I get a lot of those kids too, man.
Do your kids get that? Do your kids get it? Or are they better at it than, like the general population with like just the patience
Nah,
and
my
endurance?
kids get it because I'm their daddy. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I I I grew up with old school mentalities and I parented with old school mentalities. Like
Yeah.
I didn't become this nouveau parent that wanted to be so different from my parents because I understand a lot of stuff that they did got me to where I am. So like
Yeah.
I still instill that. I whoop butt, I disciplined, I talked tough to them. I
Yeah.
told them what was real. I didn't make them feel like they were all world and everything was about them. Like I just gave them the real. And
Yeah.
after that, I think that just kind of helped them become better athletes and students. And definitely better kids, man. Because of the simple fact that, a lot of kids are spoiled and just told they're all world and everything's about them. And
Yeah.
they can't stand it when it's not.
They, definitely, they fall apart. It's almost like a
Exactly.
computer start glitching, like the phone start like, hold on, this ain't part of the program. This ain't part of the script.
No damn lie, bro. For real.
Time out.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Nah, I remember I seen something. It was a post similar to that. They were talking about the kids will never know the pain of leaving your PS2 on all night because you ain't had no memory card space to save it. You know.
Bro, what? What? Oh my God, I remember those days, dog. Like,
Man, you be mad, but your mom come in there and cut the TV and game off, and you was like 2 levels away from beating the game. You crashing out in the room.
you can't say nothing to her because she gonna backhand you if you get crazy.
Uh,
But in your mind, you like, I hate you.
now
I
they
hate
got now they
you.
got auto save every 2 seconds and all this different stuff. They don't know that pain of having to start over, like even from something so simple like playing a
Life is
game.
so easy. Man, just think about Nintendo. Nintendo wasn't no memory at all.
Yeah, it wasn't no memory. Yeah, at all. But you get all the way to the level 99 on Mario, and it's time to go. You gotta go and you gotta
You
start
back
all
at
you got
one.
you
You
gotta
back
grind
at
it out
one.
the next day.
You back at one, bro. Like, that's crazy.
No,
It's
that's
crazy how technology has just, changed and made everybody different.
yeah. I now from you training and coaching and stuff like, and you talk about the parents and all these different the kids and mentalities. Like, what have you seen in the kids that make the biggest jump versus the ones that kind of stay the same like year by year, or they may progress, but they're just not like what separates those kids that make those big leaps in their development besides like growth and growing and things like that, but
I mean,
like
time, time,
time
the
time
time you putting in.
yeah
Like, I have a girl that I promise you had no business playing college. Like, had no business with a ball in her hand,
yeah
and she stuck with it and ended up going to play at Union College in Kentucky. Like, after she got to where she was fine, like she stopped working out, so her college
yeah
career was kind of lame. But
yeah
I think she just kind of knew what she wanted out of ball. She got an opportunity, and she really didn't want to play ball longer than that. So she just really focused on being a student. But the kids that really lock in and buy in, like that's the huge difference. Like I've seen some crazy stuff happen as long as I've been doing this, man. There's been some kids that come in and not only just become better players, but just become more confident.
yeah
Like, walking in with their head tucked the first year, the next year they walking in, they high fiving, what's up to everybody. Got a little swag going on. Um, but just that's just what separates most of them, man. Like, cause every year I get the same kids that come in 2 weeks before tryout, and it's the same result every year.
yeah
I didn't make it. I'm like, what did you expect? And I tell the parents that too.
like what
You
you
know,
expect, come on man.
and I do want to say, all right, Miss Owens, like your husband's a doctor. He didn't go to school for 2 years and become a doctor. He did a
Yeah
lot of school and paid a lot of money. So like, what makes you think this kid is gonna be good at something when they're just doing a little bit of it?
yeah
But it is what it is. Like the biggest part is getting the parents to buy in too. The
yeah
parents gonna buy in. If they don't buy in, then it doesn't matter what the kid wants to do.
no what's your like your go-to what's your go-to like drill or concept, like something that you always do?
So people call it hezzy, when you're splitting, oh, and you go,
Yeah
but we call them drops. So that's one things that I'm always trying to get kids to be able to get to because there's so many ways you can access it and so many ways you have to access it after certain moves to be able to attack. So like for me, just a kid being able to pocket the ball, be able to split in that stance to get to that drop or hezzy, that's one of the biggest things that I feel like kids have to get in their bag.
yeah
All right. Once you understand the concept of dribbling, manipulating the ball a little bit, I feel like that's the next phase right there.
Yeah. do you keep up with the rules, or like how do you evolve the training with like some of the? Because like when we were growing up, you know, 'cause I'm 40, you 42, like we was in the same era, like playing in high school, if you put your hand on the side of the ball, the refs were calling travel. If you
Travel, carry.
if you did a jump step like a jump step through the lane, and if your feet was a semi-second off of not landing at the same time, they calling travel. Now they got like
Travel,
the
man.
triple step backs and the step throughs. You know, like how are you incorporating or keeping up with that, or you just kind of see the game evolve, what happens on TV, and you kind of implement it, allow you to be more creative? Because we didn't have
Well,
that kind of
for
creativity
me, I
growing up.
got friends that are referees, so I'm always asking questions. I'm always
Yeah.
trying to figure out stuff. Well, for me, because I train kids and I train pros,
Yeah.
I have to differentiate between the rules. Like, of course, you know, pros get a gather step or a zero step.
Yeah.
High schoolers don't. And that's what drives me nuts about a lot of these trainers, these IG trainers. They give kids everything. Like, I'm not
Yeah. They
teaching
be
a kid to move with a zero step because he can't do that in high school. There's
nope.
no gather step in high school. So why are you teaching these kids these moves that they're not able to use right now?
Because it
Just
looked
for me to
good.
have great content.
Yep.
And about it is, and then people get like thousands of millions of views and they're considered this top tier trainer. But then it's like it's a lot of us that's, you know what I mean, that's not getting millions of views. They're just doing some solid work.
Yeah.
Like, now your credibility is your Instagram. If your Instagram popping, then you're a good trainer.
Yep.
And if it ain't popping, then you must be terrible.
Yeah.
So it's that's just what it is. But you got to really do your work. Like you got to do your work and understand. And then like what I say about rules, great players know how to dance on the line of rules.
Mm.
They know how to like make things legal, even and
Yeah.
it's almost not legal, but dang it is. Like you know what I'm saying? That's what great players have the ability to do. Uh so what I mean, that's just kind of where it is, and I just got to keep staying with my ear to the ground and learning from people who either refing or I'll research new rules that they're applying, and then I have to implement it really quick so that way the players can adapt their game to it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Because I mean, when I did play, but I mainly played football. But when I was playing hooping, it was all the same. You know, you find out like one of our biggest things. You know, growing up, our coach used to teach us. You know, in Florida, was like you find out where the refs at. And so now you can find the blind spots. So if there's a
Mhm.
ref in front of you and there's a ref to your left, if a defender on your right, you can hold that his hand in your pocket, right? Seal him up. You can do different things. Or if you at
Mhm.
DB, you know what I'm saying, you boom, boom, boom. As long as the jersey tug ain't noticeable, or you get your hands under the pad, there's all those little different things of
Yeah.
situational awareness to go along with, like you say, allow you to teeter those rules, or even sometimes get away with breaking them in some cases.
And then I tell players too, like you gotta play to your refs.
Yeah,
Like some refs don't care about calling certain things, and then some refs will. So I was like, you just gotta really, in the reality, you gotta adjust to your refs.
yeah. Now
So
you mentioned the kids like swapping teams and jumping teams when stuff get hard and all that stuff. You keep up with like a lot of the college rules, like the NILs and the transfer portal and stuff. Because one thing I noticed, I was like, these kids transferring like 4 schools in 5 years. I'm like, we had to sit out a year. Like, when did that rule go away? Where if you transfer like linearly D1 to D1, you ain't got to sit out. Did that come with like NIL
no,
stuff,
I
or is
think
that?
that changed. Yeah, that changed when all that came. I think it changed maybe like 2, 3 years ago. It
Yeah,
really kind of changed rules. But I have to keep up with it because I still coach. I coach for FBC, one of the top programs in the nation as far as like grassroots AAU. We're on the Under Armour circuit. But
yeah.
like we have so many McDonald All Americans that's been out of our program, and I'm talking about current like
Is it
recent
boys or girls? Are you coaching both?
girls. I'm on the
Girls?
girls
Yeah.
side, so I'm a girl side, and then we have I can't tell you how many Power Four players that have just been through the program
Yeah.
and that are in colleges right now. South Carolina, their top 3 players are from our program. Um, you got kids from the LSU. We got kids Florida State, Georgia Tech,
Got
Iowa. We
got a
have
factory over there.
players that's at UT. We got, I mean, my daughter Clemson. We just got out of her graduating class this year because my daughter's graduating from FBC. That's their last year AAU. All the ones that were going to be seniors this year, we have 7 seniors, and out of all 7, they're all playing Division One.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a blessing. Yeah.
5 of them,
What, Power
five
Four?
of them playing Power Five
Power,
or
yeah.
Power Four. I keep saying Power Five is 4
I
of them.
know it's Power
I,
Four now. You know, everything that
it's
broke up.
so hard to get that switch. Is I keep saying Power Four. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, like, but like it's just crazy. So I keep up with like the NIL stuff because number one, my daughter just went through it.
Yeah.
Um, so she just got her little contract or whatever. But I also I'm really connected with a lot of the Power Four coaches because of our program.
Yeah.
So like, I'm always trying to find out what it is girls are getting so I can help them negotiate or, you know if they're not getting duped. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because somebody may lowball them. Like uh the rankings don't matter as far as getting scholarships, but the rankings can help you when you're talking about NIL. And
You
and,
not
and
got money.
remember, it's collective and NIL.
Yeah.
So collective is what the school's going to give you based off their revenue and the percentage of the team gets out of that revenue, what they're going to allow you based off what they think you're worth.
Yeah.
And then NIL is just extra stuff outside of them that you're gonna get contracts. But like if McDonald's like, hey, we need you to do a commercial.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
get that.
NIL stuff.
Do
Yeah.
the schools help you do that, or is that something like you and me and your daughter gotta like go out and kind of you acting as an agent trying to go out and get those yourself? Or
So they can get agents. Um, they definitely can get agents, but a lot of times schools will help out with that.
yeah,
Like schools already have something in line, and sometimes you'll have you'll have like the company reach out and say, hey, I want to do something with your athletes. I need a kid that looks like this, and this.
yeah,
Right. Or I need some diversity. I need maybe 2 black girls and 2 white girls. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
or I just need that. They'll talk about the look they want, and then they'll just say, all right, we have that, and then they'll help you get that contract
No, that's what's
through
up.
that. So,
No,
uh,
that's good knowledge because our the twins, you know, they in ninth grade now, so they starting to get into that
they
whole.
softball, right?
Yeah, they play
Killing.
flag and softball. Softball they main, but
Woo!
they doing their thing on the flag football field too, and it just got
That's crazy how flag football has turned into something like
crazy.
real for girls.
Oh,
Love it.
it's probably gonna be the biggest out of all of them in a couple of years.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I wish not Knoxville kind of started doing it. They got a couple teams,
Yeah.
schools that have a team, but like in Georgia, it's big.
Oh yeah, yeah. Knoxville will catch on. I mean, especially after Georgia, because Knoxville got a large soccer population, and most of
Mm-hmm.
the flag girls are, you know, coming from soccer. And then
Mm,
you got a lot of the dads that got girls that, you know, they don't most, you know, especially like black ones, they don't really know much about soccer. Not many of us, you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
we'll find the resources, but to actually have hands-on experience, like how you was training your daughters, how like my wife and I was training the daughters with softball and flag, you know, like if they said they wanted to play tennis, I wouldn't be able to, you know, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to pay, you know, I go pay and find them the resources and stuff. But you
You
know,
know what? We'll find out as much as we can.
yeah,
So
we
I
like King Richard.
self-taught myself to play tennis. I self-taught,
Yeah.
and I actually ended up giving lessons. So
Oh, really?
I got really good at tennis. I was
You
playing in
playing
tournaments.
pickleball now?
And I really haven't stepped out there yet, man. Like
Ah, man. Hey, pickleball fun, man.
I know I want to, but it's like I put so much time in my gym
Yeah.
that I can't really find the time to find a circle to play. Like
Man,
at
you
this
better
point,
get some painter's tape and get a net, put it on the court.
I know at this point, like I think a lot of the people who are playing are already so far along. You know, folks that can play don't want to play with nobody that can play. They can't play at all. So
Man,
I
that's why
got
you get a partner that can play. It's just like hooping. You know, you got to play against the competition so you
true,
can get your
true,
game
true.
up. If you
I'm
playing
gonna
against
find it.
scrubs, you gonna stay a scrub.
These old dudes keep getting all these injuries from pickleball though. I'm hearing so many Achilles been ruptured and ACLs and meniscus tear. I'm like, what are y'all doing out there?
Yeah, I don't know, cause the old dudes I be playing with don't even be moving. They be killing. They be
They just
killing.
be
I'm
taking
running
places.
all around. I'm
Uh,
doing all this. Me and my wife be playing. They just be standing there and be
They
killing
know how
her.
to place that thing. They know how to place it. That's the same way in tennis, though. I remember when I first started playing, when I started learning how to hit with power, good form, and I was getting pretty decent with my placement, but like I would play with the old heads and double because I knew they knew how to place it well. I was
Yeah.
learning a lot from them. Man, I'd be everywhere, and they wasn't even sweating at the net, just killing me. And I'd be like, and I'm cranking it at them too.
Yeah.
They
You
just
gonna
use the
pull up, you over there
momentum.
grunting and everything. Ah!
Yeah, yeah. So that's just kind of, I'll get to it though. I'm gonna get to it.
No, that's funny. So I get like outside of basketball and like athletics and stuff, what can we find you doing? Like what you diving into? Like what's like your interest or obsession or something outside of like
Man, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty gaming?
Call of Duty.
You be on there talking noise or you kind of you be
Man,
quiet with it?
I'll be talking crazy. I'll be it. I'm the one. I don't say much, and then like when somebody says something, then I'm like, oh, let's go. That's
That's
how I
that.
was with
Well,
hooping. Like I
with
don't.
the MJ meme, that's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Yeah, there you go. Like I'm not a trash talker that starts it. I'm a trash talker. When once you say something, then I'm really good at it. So
Yeah, you
don't
locked
don't.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about. If I know you, I'm gonna talk about your bad breath. Yeah, it's
You
savage.
keep a log. I know. I say you keep a log. It'd be something happened 5 years ago. I've been waiting.
Yeah,
I've been
you know
waiting
what
for
I
this
mean?
moment to let this one use this one.
Yeah, man. I'm talking about you used to be on food stamps and everything. Like, because back in the days, nobody pulled a punch. Like now you
Yeah,
gotta be PC with your jokes. But now back then they'll talk about your cousin if he was, you
man,
know,
disabled or
mentally
something, whatever.
disabled. Like it don't matter, man. Like I still kind of have that savage mode a little bit.
Now you got to on the game. That's a good outlet too, because that's one of the only safe spaces now it is where you can go off and do that stuff. Like, cause
Yeah, for sure.
nah, that's the only one you be playing Call of Duty. Any other games, or that's
I
like the
do
main?
Fortnite. I do a little bit of college football, but like a lot of times, man, like I get on odd times that I just don't play games
Yeah,
like online, like with like you know what I mean. Like I'm terrible at 2K. Me
yeah.
being an NBA basketball trainer, I am terrible at 2K. I'm terrible, and I'm way better at football. So those are like my main ones. I'm waiting for that Grand Theft Auto though.
Man, you're gonna be waiting for a while, too.
Yeah, all these memes keep coming out when the movie come out. They always be like, "Yeah, dang, we got that before Grand Theft
Yeah,
Auto."
everything, man. Grand Theft. I heard, and it's like every week they adding something new to it. It's almost like Avengers Doomsday. It's like
Yeah, what you said?
how they got all these people in Doomsday. It's like they got like a whole recording studio where you can actually record real music on GTA 6. Like this
That's
whole bunch of like
crazy.
wild stuff. I'm like, it's like the what was that Dr. Dre album, The Detox? It was supposed to drop. Remember now? He ain't never
Yeah,
dropped it. Like
that's forever.
Like
Right.
I gave up on it. I'm like, man, if it dropped, I'll be surprised. You can't even wait on it no more.
That's done. It's a done deal. Well, I say
No,
talk about it. It's gonna drop later on in 2026,
I know, right? It'd be like
but then really drop in 2029.
they gonna have to drop a whole new system for it because what how much stuff they putting in there. That junk gonna be
Man,
nah. That's
wicked good.
for real. No, but how the so with the whole training like you said your wife played and stuff and y'all how long y'all been married what since at a young age, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got married in '04, so we're
Yeah.
going
No.
on
Yeah, 22.
2022, 22 years.
Yeah, man. So what's some of the non-negotiables y'all got? You know what I'm saying? Because like you training, you coaching, kids was always in sports, she's CPA, stuff like that. Like over the 22 years to keep that going strong. Besides like, like you said, y'all have family time, y'all do be training and things like that. Like what's what I'm saying? If somebody was coming to you like, man, Sean, like 22 years, how you did that? Like what's some of like the non-negotiables or things that kept, it going and thriving for you?
I mean, like by all means is nowhere near being perfect.
Oh yeah.
But I think we both just said we're not giving up.
Mm.
And it's not really been like I don't because we're not high maintenance. Like neither
Yeah.
one of us are. So we don't have like these non-negotiables. We just kind of live and we're almost, almost kind of one the same. Like my wife loves sports.
Yeah.
She'll sit and watch softball, baseball, volleyball. I'm talking about she'll watch games like she's a sports head. So she sits and watch, and it's just we just kind of compliment each other. And it's been a lot of moments where I'm not gonna lie, but like, are we gonna make it? Like I don't know if this is, but man, here it is. You don't hear that often anymore that somebody made it this long.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
that's a
yeah,
especially like that long, that young, you know what I'm saying?
and for real, I was a knucklehead too, boy. Like got married at 21, bro. At 21. Like I don't even know if I was ready. I
Ain't
said I
nobody
was.
ain't nobody ever ready. It's like parenting. Ain't nobody ever ready to be parent. Like it's just
Man, no, like there's no right time, there's no wrong time. It's just when you decide to do it, you just got to do it. And
yeah,
I think a lot of times we get told about finding your happiness so much that happiness is temporary. I'm looking for joy.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? And only joy, I mean, to be honest, like how I am, man, I still believe like God gives you joy. Just like God kept us. Like I never, not one of these dudes who's like, man, the universe. I ain't no universe. God created the universe. Like, you know what I mean? Like we a lot of prayer, a lot of compromising and figuring out each other. Like we're still learning things about each other and we've been together that long.
yeah,
Now we got the moments though where we like the old couple. I'll hush and go on somewhere. like we still and we get it and we're okay with it. Like,
yeah,
but all in all, man, like I told her, man, if she leaving, I'm leaving with her. So she ain't going nowhere. And she feel the same way. So like it's just really like you gotta agree that we ain't giving up. Like
yeah,
I don't see the grass being greener anywhere else, man. You just gotta water the grass you got.
yeah. No, that makes sense. Like me and my wife, I think it'd be 15 years this year.
Now
Uh,
that's solid. So
well,
I'm gonna ask
14.
you.
Yeah, 14. It'd be 14 this year.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you what got y'all so far? What is your
Um,
non-negotiable if you have any?
like, well, I think the main one, and it's the our favorite one, is that we always do 1 week a year, like without the kids, like just us, like going like a vacation or something. I mean,
Okay.
it could be a group, like a group of friends. It could be, but it's like no kids though. It's like where it's
That's
just
solid.
time for us to kind of, but that's like minimum. Like last year, we got to do it twice. Like we went to Japan for about 10, 11 days for my 40th, and
I heard that's
then
fire.
we went to the DR like in February for like 4 or 5 days. So last year,
Okay.
we squeezed two in at the beginning and end, but normally we go like in the summertime, to like a resort, all inclusive resort or something like that, but for at least a week. So that's our main non-negotiable, like
That's fire.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We, we've done that. Like we haven't done a lot of that. Like so, we're not so wrapped up in our kids that we won't. We still do a lot of stuff on our own, but we haven't been
Yeah,
like on a lot of getaway trips
yeah,
together. And that's something that I told her. I was like, I want to start doing more of. And she's like, yeah, because like for a minute, you got to think our kids were playing AU basketball and soccer at the same time, both of them. So we were
yeah.
like
Just yeah,
running like
yeah,
crazy. So, but we still find joy in that moment. Like we enjoy that. Like we enjoy it. So now I just told her like, hey man, like we want to pick up and go. Let's pick up and go.
yeah.
Like, we've done all our work. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. You mean you didn't lay the foundation, you didn't decorate it. Now you just it's on to the next chapter.
yeah,
Like trying
so
to figure it
true.
out. Start writing that.
Yeah.
It's a blank canvas in a sense.
Yeah, because I remember like once we moved out, like me and my brother, and I would call my mom and dad, like, what y'all doing? We on such and such. I'd be like, I wasn't doing that when he was home.
Yeah,
Like, huh,
I
like,
ain't get to go there. I ain't get to eat there.
yeah, don't be bothering me. We grown. We doing what we gotta do. So that's what I envision. Like now you gonna call me, we gonna be somewhere.
Well,
Can
shoot,
you bring me
you
some
ain't got to
back?
pay for
No.
you ain't got to pay for 4 or 3 people no more. It's just two.
What you said, like grocery list gonna be low. It's just gonna be a lot of now just discovering more things that we like together. Because I
Yeah.
feel like we haven't, we're not super adventurous. We're not
Mm.
boring, but we're not like super adventurous where we got to
Yeah.
go travel and see everything. Like I'm not even big about going out of the country. Like I will, but it's
Yeah.
not like I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Now I do want to go to Japan because I keep hearing
No.
how fire it is.
No, Japan fire. Japan fire. I mean, Tokyo was just kind of like New York,
Yeah.
in a sense, but like Osaka, we went to like some of the other spots. Osaka probably like was the best spot.
Okay.
Um, and then I mean, but just being there in period general, like experiencing it, going like you
I
say. I mean,
heard
it's
like
the what you say?
the food. I heard the food is so cheap there.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. You can find you can eat good there. You eat good there. Like you expect. I mean, like anywhere. Like you could just walk into somewhere.
That's
Like
why. That's why.
you ain't gotta look at no reviews. You ain't gotta look at the menu. You could just pull up and walk in somewhere, and then you will be like, oh yeah. And it'd be like $5 for a whole meal.
And that's why I be like, United States, we're so stupid. Like we're so greedy, and and it kills me how much stuff that we are allowed to eat here that they don't even allow in different countries.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's all about the dollar. It's all about the profit. Like they put the dollar first. Some of the other countries, I mean, they got their own flaws and stuff, but
Yeah.
you know, the things that are glaring are in bold and in all caps, like you see like some of the stuff that they don't allow it to be put in foods and kids cereal and just different stuff like in Europe and all the different places, and you look here, it's like, oh no, that's fine, throw that in there. They'd be all
Man,
right.
don't we make Legos with that?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. They call
Put
it
it in
cancer.
there, they
Oh
won't
yeah,
know.
yeah, go ahead, put that in the plastic and then you give it to every child on Christmas, it's like,
Yeah,
God.
you eat a whole Christmas wish list.
Yeah.
It's
No,
crazy.
no. And with that, I guess a lot like for like with the AI and everything, like have you used or using any like AI and stuff like for your training or for what you do, or is it you ain't really got to that yet? It's still
I
like
haven't really got to. I guess it is not because like I don't believe that it's good or I'm that old guy who's like I ain't doing all that.
yeah.
It's just I really haven't sat down to learn and educate myself on it. Like
Yeah.
see it and I'm like, oh, it's cool. And I just see like the small things you can do with videos
Yeah.
or like your social media, but like I haven't really sat down and explored it and seen all things. I've kind of used, like because I got an iPhone and I got an Android. But on the Android, like I can talk to it and say, "Hey, design me this flyer or design
Yeah.
me this logo incorporating these things." So I have used it for something like that.
But not
But
necessarily like in the training sense, like with the vision things or like the little basketballs that track thing or the little wearable monitor, like all
yeah,
those.
I haven't done all that stuff yet at all. But eventually I think I'll get to it because I think if you don't, you end up getting behind in certain ways. Because
Yeah.
I think technology like that is not going to take away from uh, someone's work ethic. It's just going to enhance it and then make it more efficient.
Yeah. They give you more data points.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If I can collect data quick and I can get quick feedback, then I can train you. And I can
Yeah.
expedite your development and your improvement because I can have immediate feedback of what you got going on and say, hey, like you're only 70% from this spot on the floor, but for
Yeah.
some reason you're 20% from this spot on the floor. I think we need to get some more shots here and moves getting into it because maybe it's a depth perception thing, maybe it's just a
Mm.
mental thing that we got to fix. So I do think that stuff is important. So, but it's expensive.
Oh, it is expensive. Yeah. The
It's
prices
so
will definitely
expensive.
have to increase if you implement that.
Man, what you said, bro. What you said, like, hey, that one-on-one is now 250. It's no
Yeah.
longer 100. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to go
you
there.
get this, but it's now 250.
But then it's like it's gonna be tough because you're gonna have to now like sell that to a parent. Like where
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it was costing this much, now it's costing this much. Now you gotta, and it's harder when you're trying to convince someone to invest in something they really don't need.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not keeping you healthy or keeping you from dying. I'm a basketball trainer. I'm just helping your kid make a team, possibly.
I mean,
So,
it'd be for the ones like the 80/20 rule, you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah, for sure.
like 80% of your revenue or your content or whatever it is come from only 20%. So like
Yeah.
it wouldn't be for everybody. It'd be for those ones that one can afford it and two that looking to
They're
take
pretty
the
locked
game
in.
to find that little edge, you know, because sometimes that little edge is what separates, you know, it's the differentiator pretty
Yeah, for
much.
sure. For sure.
Yeah. No, what should we start? I'm gonna wrap it up with the three questions and then we can kind of go from there. So like what book, movie, documentary, or any kind of like form of media that you've seen that's kind of like changed the way you look at like life or the world?
The Pursuit of Happiness. Will
Okay.
Smith. That 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 changed how I parented.
Yeah.
Like understanding like I gotta go through hell for these kids.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta and on top of that, it told me that I gotta continue to chase a dream even in the midst of a storm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that man went through homelessness and giving away his last dollars and invested in himself. He invested in himself when he didn't really have it.
Yeah.
So it helped me as a businessman as well. Like, some things may be tight or, I'm in a slow season, but if it's an opportunity for me to improve myself as a trainer or a businessman, but it may cost me to do something,
Yeah.
I got to bet on myself.
You got to bet on yourself. Yeah.
You got to have faith God going to take care of me and then bet on myself. So that's the one movie I think that really, really changed a lot of how I move when that came out.
No, that's a good one. And then like what habit or like what's something that you resist or that you don't necessarily do that you know is good for you?
Man. Uh, I'll say this. I don't necessarily resist it, but I'm not consistent. Like I've
Mm.
never liked weight training.
No, okay.
I murdered it when I was in college because I had to, but when I got
Yeah,
done, I was like, man, like, yeah, I still go here and there. I'm going 4 days a week, and then I'll go 4 days a week, 2 weeks, and then I'm like three the next week, then I'm like two the next week. And then I'm like,
yeah,
all right, let's get back up to four next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that I've always struggled with because it is not because I'm lazy. It's just because, I don't know, it's just not fun.
yeah. No, it don't give you that rush. It don't give you the feeling. Yeah, not like some
Yeah,
other people. You just it's like taking medicine or something. Like
right, right. And that's why I always did better when I worked out with people instead of just going by myself.
yeah. No, that
So
makes
right
sense.
now, I would say from last October up until like July, I was working out with a guy who was killing it. Like, I'm probably about the strongest. I've never ever benched 300 pounds.
Yeah,
Never. But with him, I was like, like
yeah.
I was like, I'm doing this. Like so, and then like my schedule started getting crazy. His got crazy, and then all of a sudden it's been like,
Tapering down. Yeah, tapering off.
yeah. So I just gotta, for me, I always say like I'm a hypocrite because I talk to kids about grinding, but yet I'm not doing it. But it's like I'm not struggling to the point to where I'm like I'm obese or I'm
Yeah,
unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I could still be in more shape and if I'm doing that then I can, you know, train longer. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because my body can take with all the movements and stuff because I'm strengthening my muscles.
No, that makes sense. And then like what belief or faith like or just societal norm are you currently reworking or questioning, reviewing, like that's been kind of always accepted or something that, you're like, you know what? That really don't make sense now that I know what I know, or why is this that?
I don't really think I have anything that I'm questioning that was a norm that I feel like I just feel like the things that I've always believed in are still fairly solid for me. Um for me now, I'm just kind of questioning where the world's going. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
Bible talks about how the world is crazy. It's gonna be crazy before it gets better.
Yeah.
But like, it's just, how we move now. Like, it's like no one cares about anyone anymore. Like everybody's worried about, trying to come up. It's all it is about trying to come up. And now it's like you have so many ways you can come up now. You can be an influencer. Like kids
Yeah.
don't even want the traditional, like, I want to be a rapper or I want to be a basketball player. Like you got people low key like, I just want to get on YouTube and make some videos and be
Yeah.
famous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's I think that's kind of changing the work ethic of people because they
Mm.
think it's something easy. And even though influencers, there's a lot of work doing that.
Oh man, this yeah, behind the scenes, it's a lot of work, and a lot of people.
You doing this podcast, you gotta be consistent. You gotta
Yeah.
consistently find people that want to get on. You gotta consistently have content that you think people are gonna want to hear when you do it. Because you're not making a podcast just to make one. You're making one so people can tune in
Yeah.
and you have subscribers. So it's like you gotta research what topics are being like talked about often, like what type of people that people want to hear from. Like it's a lot of work that people don't realize, and they think it's just you put a camera on and you do some stuff, and then when it's hard, they stop doing it.
They start
So
like, yeah, this ain't for me. This ain't gonna work out. This
I just question humanity now, man. It's just so different, man. It's so different.
yeah, it ain't it don't look like it's going back anytime soon. So it's really just how you optimize what the current state of
Right.
humanity, you know what I'm saying? How you navigate, how you maneuver, how you kind of
So I tell folks, I just be in the house, man. I
you not just being the
just be in the house,
I'm
bro.
at the house, I'm at the gym. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I got time for these new ones.
Well, no, well, appreciate it, Sean. Tell everybody where they can find you at on IG. And anything you
uh,
got going, then we kind of wrap it up.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Priority One Athletics, and that's the number one and not spelled out one. Same thing on all social medias, Priority One Athletics, where I put my training content or just any content dealing with, life or just my business. So,
Yeah.
I'll let me.
No, right. And when the empty nest happened, I'm expecting to see you on Twitch. You're gonna start streaming some of them Call of Duty
I'm
matches,
streaming these
man.
games, be talking crazy, man. Hey, they may some of these parents may start bringing kids to me when they start hearing I'm talking bad to some of these folks
You
on the
talking
game.
reckless to him.
They like Sean be praying over our kids after sessions, but now he on the game acting a fool. Yeah, I leave.
Nah, that's
Oh
funny. Well, yeah, appreciate it, Sean. Thank you for taking the time
man,
out, man. I
my
know that
man.
you get back at it.
Hey, salute.
I mean, you're doing a good job as a father. I always want to tell my dads that.
Man, you too.
I seen it firsthand for the past 17 years. So
Man, you me. I'm right
if,
here. You
if ain't
too.
nobody told you, I told you.
Man, I appreciate that, bro.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, love.
Hey, yo. The boy got the MJ. So yeah, I figured you were gonna do that. That's why I had to put the Kobe on him.
You know what I'm saying? I see it. I see it.
I was like, I already know he gonna have somewhere. So let me go ahead. Let me
Man,
hear
I'd have my MJ in the background. I'm in my man cave
it.
right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, that mug clean. Nah, I appreciate you jumping on, man. Get this thing started. Get everything going.
let
How
me
you been
close
though?
my close. I'm good, bro. Close my door so nobody bothers me.
I, I don't
I've
know
been.
that they still have found a way.
I know, right? My wife, I swear she will. She know I'm going to do a podcast. I guarantee you, she still call me or something. She's working from home today, but she took my daughter to go to get some IV and stuff because like she's sick and they got a big game tomorrow. So the coach like one of the
Uh,
players on our team at Webb, her dad's a doctor, and they was like, just bring her. We're gonna put her on these IVs and
who they playing?
Catholic.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Web and
Yeah,
Catholic, yeah.
yeah, that's that big game right there. How's
How
life
where?
treating you? Still in Vegas?
Yeah, I'm still in Vegas, still out here.
How's it going?
It's going good. You know, it's on this year. It'd be 5 years. That's on crazy.
It's crazy, man.
That's
I
on.
remember I remember like just one day seeing a post and I was like, nigga, you in Vegas? I'm like, what? Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
about to be 5 years. I know it's correct. I was just thinking before when I had reached out and I was like kind of curating like all like some of the prompts and stuff to go through. I was like, dang, it's been like 17 years. Like we actually like watched each other's like families just grow and the kids just grow kind of, from a distance and from evolve, like online. It's just kind of it was just crazy. Like just like you saying, like me about she a senior this year, like I remember just born, probably one,
Little, yeah, yeah, man. Like time, it just,
I
and I
saw
think,
that. I saw the post the other day. You was like, "New parents, trust me, time flies."
man, what you say, bro? Like it's crazy because my son's a senior in college playing in Maryville College.
Yeah,
So like, we're about to be empty nesters. Cause like he's gonna move home like and get a job and stuff, but then he'll be out.
yeah,
Like, and even a kid that's 22, about to be 23, about to be 22 years old, like him living here, he's not gonna be here anyways.
yeah, yeah. Especially a boy, like yeah,
Yeah, he ripping and running and working and whatever he's gonna do, he's gonna take a gap year and then figure out what he wants to do and go back and get his master's.
okay, yeah. No, that's what's up. Yeah, no, that's wild. You got the RV ready, so you because y'all be empty nest, you ain't gonna do nothing but be traveling around. Your
Man,
baby gonna be in Clemson.
yeah, going to chase her down at games, and I'm still training, and just trying to figure out what my next move is now that we got the kids taken care of. So
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at now. Like, what's next? I know basketball training is not going to be something I'm gonna retire off of.
yeah,
I'm about to start a nonprofit and get some stuff going with that. Just kind of dealing with athletes and mental health and health and wellness kind of
yeah.
type stuff, and helping kids to get access to like that type of knowledge and resources to help them improve that when they don't normally have it. So,
No, that makes sense. Yeah, it's gonna be still priority one, or you gonna have a different name, or how? What
nah,
you
I'm gonna
think?
call it like the Help Side Foundation or like Help Side, you know, kind of, the whole concept of, Help Side is just in
Yeah,
basketball terms, you got somebody standing in the gap to help you for anything coming at you defensively. So like, I mean, so that's
yeah.
kind
Play
of what it
use
is.
that play on the words and analogy with that. No, that's
Well,
good.
yeah, for sure.
Nah, yeah, we probably dive in or jump into that some more. But normally, how I've been doing, I just start off with like seven rapid fire questions. We'll get into like the meat of the conversations, and then we'll end with three like more introspective kind of question and answers where you give more like reason behind the why behind it versus just answering like the rapid fires. But
Okay, for
um,
sure.
ain't really no structures. We kind of let the conversations go how it go.
That shit fly, baby. That
Yeah,
shit
like,
fly.
keep it organic, keep it fun, keep it, whatever it is, whether it's deep, it's light, is thought provoking, however it turn out. That's what we kind of like the flow we want to look for, or keep it going.
I'm with
Um,
it.
all right, cool. So we just start off.